Before Ogama had a doctor, before drugstores, hospitals, or clinics, babies were delivered by the women the community called midwives, or in older families, granny women. Women like Hattie Griswold and Tilda Peterson, who weren't licensed or formally trained, but they were trusted. A knock at midnight meant a birth was coming. They never refused. They wrapped shawls around their shoulders, lifted a lantern, and stepped into the dark. They walked miles through snowdrifts, following the faint glow of a farmhouse lamp. The cold bit at their faces. The wind cut through their skirts, but they kept walking because a mother was waiting and time mattered. Inside those homes, they carried knowledge older than the town itself. German women brought chamomile, comfrey, and fennel, herbs their mothers had used in the old country. Finnish women carried juniper, yarrow, and warm stones wrapped in cloth. Polish women brewed teas for pain, poultices for swelling, and whispered prayers learned from their grandmothers. Every midwife had her own ways. They worked in kitchens, bedrooms, logging shanties, anywhere a mother labored, boiling water, laying out clean rags, murmuring encouragement in whatever language the mother understood. But there was another side to their work, one rarely spoken about. Infant mortality shadowed every household. Some births ended in silence. Some mothers never recovered. The midwives carried that grief with them, mile after mile, house after house. They buried it deep because the next knock would come soon enough, and they had to be strong for the next family. Over time, they became the keepers of family secrets. They knew which marriages were strained, which mothers feared another pregnancy, which families had lost a child before the neighbors ever heard. They held those stories with sacred discretion, never written down, never repeated. In a place without doctors or hospitals, these women were the closest thing Ogama had to medicine. Their names never made the newspapers. Few were remembered after a generation or two, but their work shaped the town as surely as the railroad or the mills. Before Ogama had a doctor, it was these women, walking through the snow with a lantern, carrying the old remedies of their homelands, holding the grief that no one else could bear, and bringing new life into a world with steady hands and quiet courage. They were the midwives. They were the granny women, and Ogama would not have survived without them.